Hi, this is Lizzie Cuevas from GamesRadar.com, and we're here at the X Games at the Home Depot Center in Los Angeles. We're here to check out the rally racing and the multiplayer functions of Dirt 2.
Dirt 1 was very much like an authentic representation of off-road racing in sort of 2006, 2007. But for Dirt 2, off-road racing has changed in real life. So we've really been inspired by this sort of modern off-road racing, which has now sort of moved into the extreme sports area. So that's why we're here, at the X Games. We've got people like Ken Block, Travis Pastrana, and Dave Mirra all involved. So now Dirt 2 is more about living the lifestyle and being an extreme sports superstar.
How are you guys balancing that out to make it realistic?
Yeah, sure. Well, basically in the game, we've got all forms of off-road racing. So we've got like traditional rally stages where you've got staggered starts, and our physics system for the handling, we've completely remodeled it from Dirt 1. Because Dirt 1 we had problems where the grip on the tyres was too much, so when you went round sort of sideways and corners, you scrubbed too much speed, so you couldn't really power slide and get the back end out and power through the corners. So now the handling is very versatile. So if you want to just drive like Travis Pastrana nice and tight and clean, you can do that. If you want to be like Ken Block and get the back end and power around, and you can do that as well.
Like weight transfer and maneuvering around. I mean, you can get it to do most anything that I can with a real car. Getting it to flick and move around, and they've been able to model that movement of the car very, very well. Earlier versions that I played, I would just complain that once you got the car sideways, it wouldn't get enough forward trip. Because we use the car to get sideways, we kind of scrub speed and then pull through a corner. And I felt like sometimes in the game, when you got it sideways, it just kept going sideways really fast. So it's stuff like that I was able to help influence some of the feel of how the car drove.
Can you talk about the different ways you can customize cars?
Yeah, sure. Basically in the game we've got licensed off-road racing cars, so we've got things like the Subaru, we've got Evo 9s and 10s, we've got buggies and trophy trucks as well. And basically in the game we wanted to make sure that the car you start with, you can compete to the end of the game. So the Subaru you get at the start of the game, if you want, you can basically upgrade it with performance parts, and you can modify it so it doesn't just race in rally races, you can race in rallycross and trailblazer as well. So if you love Subarus, you can just keep that Subaru and use it throughout the game, or if not, you can chuck it away and you can buy a Mitsubishi and do the same with that. But we've added lots of like fun options. Rather than giving lots of a complicated livery editor or something like that, we just want people to get out there and race. So we have fun things like dashboard items and windscreen items. So if you've got an Xbox, you can unlock your little avatar and you can have him dangling on your wing mirrors. He's looking at you. We've got crazy horns as well in there. So it's just lots of fun things that we think that our fan base will enjoy.
You talked earlier about the force dynamics testing for the physics of the game. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
That's really just a motion simulator that to me it's the ultimate sort of sit down, play it game type simulator in the world for games like this. I mean, it's just an incredible machine. Even when you get the car sideways in the game, the whole machine rotates like this to have that simulated feel of like a car is sliding. So someday I hope to own one of those things. They just got to bring the price down a little bit.
So did you guys get to work closely with any of the the car companies to make it more accurate to driving an actual rally car?
Yeah, I mean, we have great relationships with all our sort of the guys like Ford and Mitsubishi and Subaru. They send us like all the plans, all the vehicles. We came over here in America and we recorded these big trophy trucks, loads of buggies, more Subarus and Evos to make sure that the audio here in the game is correct. We have a lot of help. We speak to everyone at the manufacturers to sort of say, what does your car really drive? What are the little niche things that the sim fans will enjoy? When they play the car, they go, oh, this feels like real life. So we always put a lot of effort into researching the cars, taking loads of proper recordings from each vehicle, thousands of photographs as well, and speaking to the manufacturers to make sure that when you play it in the game,